What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm back for another one. Happy Tuesday. Couldn't do it yesterday. I had a basketball game in which we successfully came out with the W. But it's going to be a couple more Mondays, probably within this month, that I might have to miss. I know next week we're good. Next week we're definitely on for Monday. I think it's that following Monday. What's going on, Joseph? My son Joseph says, "Sup, Dad?" I know you're not going to stay in. You should stay in. Probably learn something. Get my son Joseph on the wheel tonight. Oh, man. So happy Monday to all my good people out there in YouTube land. Been a little under the weather these last couple of days, man. Been fighting my way through it. Nothing that was holding me down. Just a little congestion. At 1 minute it's 75 degrees, and then the very next day it's 32. It's like your body can't adapt to that. That's crazy. You can't do 40 degree swings in weather and think things is going to change. Your body ain't gonna be able to handle it. So my body was not handling it pretty well. I'm still a little underway. I got my water bottle right here. I'm good. Well, besides that, let's go into some comments. I'm trying to think of anything else that's been going on with me before we get started to the comments. The news has been kind of crazy, especially on the video game front. So we're going to, this 2024 Nintendo Switch 2 rumor. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Then also, man, the VR scene is crazy too. So this year, gaming wise, is going to be another exciting year, man, to prepare yourself for. The key is, man, you got to get your wallets together. All right. Let's see. Okay, all right. We got Steve EM. He said, "How much do you think the PSVR will cost?" I think it's going to be at least $400, given all the tech and OLED screen. I think $400 is lowballing. I foresee this is going to be another $500 system. Sony got to make money. I don't think they're going to try to lose money on this venture. I don't know if they lose it. I think they are losing money on the PS5, but who am I to know? My boy, Jay Priest, Don Core, my big brother A5 in the building. He said, "What up, Dejado? I followed your advice, bought a Switch for my 11-year-old daughter. Good. I told her about your channel. We're listening to you live tonight. 06, what's going on? Oh, listen, I hope I'm saying it right. Cheyenne, I hope I say it right. Well, Cheyenne, hey, welcome to the family, good girl. Hope one day I get to meet you. You have a wonderful father, man. That guy is $100 solid. Well, I won't say $100. How about $1,000 solid? That guy he is that guy that I think a lot of us younger alphas at the time wanted to emulate. And you should ask your father to step for you, because that joker, he can put it down. I'm glad you're watching tonight. We're talking about a couple things. I talk a little bit more just about Switch. Tonight it's going to be a little different because we got to dig into this PlayStation VR, because they released it at they talked more about it at CES, and CES is wrapped up probably about a couple of days ago. So we're going to dig into those specs, and I think it's going to be very interesting. And also, people tend to forget that Facebook is having their new VR system this year. So definitely interesting times to be a video gamer. And I will tell you, my experience with the Oculus 2, man, has been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely, man. I tell you, that thing is fun. If you don't have one, man, if you ever thought about VR, man, you might think it's stupid, man. That Oculus, man, is worth the penny, man. $299. That's a great price to get yourself in. And we got a couple games like Beat Saber, man. That game is always rock solid. So we're gonna dig into that later on this evening. Just want to say hello to all my good people. Got Quake 311 said, "Let's go, boys. Let's go." What's going on, Quake? How you doing, my brother? Of course, my son Joseph is chimed all in. Good job, Stevie M. See, Steve was like, "Listen, hey, I want to win tonight. You know, hey, Priest, you know what? Also tonight, man, listen, by you chiming in tonight, man, you automatically put yourself into a running, man. I give out a free $10 eShop card every Monday night. And you know, I can just send you the code. And then that code, man, is you can be able to get to your daughter and she can better download her a free game. So you in it to win it, my brother. In it to win it. Steven says Assassin's Creed SEO collection is confirmed for the Switch, but will require a 30 gig download. It does not come on the cartridge. You know what? From what I've read and what I've heard today is that Assassin's Creed 2 comes on the cartridge, but everything else is a download. So I think it was like you get like 2 little short movies, and then the other game, the other Assassin's Creed game. I mean, but you know, the mere fact, I mean, I like the fact that, you know, they're coming. You know, that these games, you know, give people more options. Would I pick it up? I don't know, man. I don't know. February, man. I'll let you know after the Nintendo Direct. We also want to predict that tonight as well. Like when is this next Direct coming from so Nintendo can show off what's coming out these upcoming years. All right. Jay Priest says correct. That's right, my brother, man. My brother from another mother. Anyone see the Company Man trailer? I did see the Company Man trailer, and that game looks good. I tried to post it on Twitter, but I must just post the link. I didn't post the picture, so I said I'm gonna repost it later. But the Company Man looks good, especially if you like platformers and side scroller. That game looks listen, I'm ready for that. But the question is, Rubit, hey, is there a release date? I couldn't find out if it was a release date for that game. So that would be something to know. If anybody finds out, post it in the chat for your boy. All right, Rubik, listen, man, I'm glad you chimed in tonight. Let me get you on this board. You know what? If CMG pops in, man, he going to have to forgive me. I think I gave him his card from last week. But if I didn't, I'll make sure I get it to him tonight. CMG, man, listen, just speaking of you popped in. Hey, man, did I send you your card? Please, if I did, man, please forgive me, man. I just, it's been crazy busy. I will send it to you this evening before I go to sleep, if I have not already. But CMG is in the building. I should have. All right. My boy CMG said, what's up, gaming dad? Oh, man. Priest, man. The VR, man, I'm telling you, it's a different experience, man. It is. I would tell people right now, it is worth the experience. My son, we bought one for our 13-year-old for Christmas, and it became the family event. And like everybody was trying to play it. And then what's sweet about it, you can also, like, even though I'm playing it, I got the headset on, I can stream it to my TV. So everybody around is watching me play, but I got the headset on. I'm in the game, But it's crazy fun, man. Crazy fun. I would definitely highly recommend getting one. Now your boy is trying to, get it in on this new PlayStation 1, boy. Got the new PlayStation 1, boy. Look like it's gonna be. But I got to see some games first. So that's my only thing with the PlayStation VR. I got to see the games. You got to, you can have all the pretty hardware in the world, but if you don't have the games, it ain't gonna work. Ask the 3DO. The 3DO, yeah, I don't know. That's a little old for y'all, but I remember when the 3DO dropped and it had arcade graphics and all that good stuff, but they had no games. And then it was crazy expensive. So people was like, I'm not paying $600. All right. My boy Kenny from the A. What's going on, Kenny? Let me get you on the board, my brother. All right, got you. All right, so hey, everybody that's kind of new, I know we got some new people in the chat. Hey, I switch off to the screen here, and you can see Priest. You on the wheel, man. And so at the end of the stream, man, we'll pick a winner. If you win, man, I'll make sure I shoot that out to you. But you on the board, man, so you got a chance. Right now, you got a 1 in 8 chance of winning. 1 in 8, buddy, right now. But usually the wheel will drum up to about maybe like 20 people. But hey, you know what? Do me a favor, Priest and Ruben. Hey, do me a favor, man. Jump out the stream real quick, man. Hit that like button, man. Hop back in. It thoroughly helps the channel, man. I think last week, said I think my last week's video was probably one of my highest video, even though it's not very high, but it's still high for what I do. And I was very, very pleased with the return people to come back and watch the stream. So I think that was a blessing. All right, let me get back to my screen. Boom. All right, we back. CMG says switch in 2024 makes sense. Man, I disagree with you, man. I disagree with you. I mean, the reason why I disagree with you, I always go back to what President Phil Collins said in that interview. He was like, listen, the reason why the Wii had issues because they lost momentum. They decided too late to do reiterations of the Wii, and people stopped by. They didn't give people another reason besides having Wii Sports to buy a Wii, and which doomed really the Wii U, but also that naming convention for the Wii U doomed the Wii U. But however, here and there, so I think waiting 2 years for another iteration is not the right move. I don't think so. I would say I'm gonna stick to my guns. This year it's gonna be a Switch Lite OLED. I think they're gonna release that this year, which would make sense. But 2024, if anything, to me at the latest, it's late 2023. 2024, man, that's too long. But I would tell you, if Nintendo is still making hand over fist, they still making money off Mario Kart, and if demand is still high, then 2024 it'll happen in 2024. But you let demand crinkle just a tad bit, you're gonna have that bad boy out very soon. If the sale numbers start to do this, I mean, it can sell just it could be just a little bit, like watch that bad boy get dropped. I'm still thinking my prediction of 2023. I still think 2024 is too long. Kenny said, man, I need that PSVR too. Not yet, man. No, listen, I love the tech that's in it. What the tech in it so far, I'm like, okay. But you know what? Unlike the Oculus, and you know what? And people tend to forget they're releasing this new premium Oculus. So if the Oculus already right now, man, is like you don't connect it to nothing, and they're gonna come out a more premium model that's not connected to nothing. The PlayStation VR has already announced it's gonna have to have one wire connected to your PS5. Now, is that because the PS5 is gonna do all the heavy lifting? Probably so, but I gotta see some games. I ain't quite sold on it until I see some games. No doubt, my brother, man. Listen, I ain't doing nothing but speaking facts. Steve M says, Mario Kart 9 rumors abound. What would you like to see in a new Mario Kart game? Steve M, man, listen, man. That was one of my questions I had already tonight. My question tonight was, what do we want to see in a new Mario Kart 9? What do they need to add? Or I said something else too. I got the question written down, but I got it like written down like that was one of my questions. Oh man, you know what? That's a hard one, man. Cause to me, I'm telling you why it's hard. It's hard because Mario Kart 8 is such a great game. And Priest, man, if you haven't got your daughter Mario Kart 8, man, you are doing her a disservice. It's such a great game, man. Great game. I don't know what do you do. Listen, unless you know what. If anything, if I had to just say, if they're not going to bring back Diddy Kong Racing, I would love some flying elements. Cause I just thought in Diddy Kong that was like so dope to go from like the car to the plane, and and even playing Sonic Racing, Sonic Transform Racing. That game was fun, man. It was just flat out fun. So I would like to see Mario Kart do something like that. I know they jump off the cliff and then the little glider comes out, blah blah blah. But that ain't the same. That ain't the same. I want some flying levels. So they can bring back Diddy Kong Racing for all I care about. Oh man. See, listen, Steve, man, listen, Steve is touching my nerve. I was already distraught at this next comment he's about to make. E3 2022 in person and possibly online too is canceled. Do you think it will return in 2023 or is it over for good? I do not think it's over for good because money, at the end of the day, money talks. I always tell people, look at the money. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this comment, but say don't take offense to it, but it's the truth. Racism is not really about race. It has and will always be about money. Those at the very, very top, had to say, hey, how do I keep the poor blacks and whites against one another? And they figure out ways to do that. All right. And so that's why even today we still have these tensions. If you look at E3 2022, I don't think it was a good move for them to announce so early. I guess they just had to. But I don't think it's over. I even if they had to cancel next year, I still don't think E3 is over. But they better do something. I don't know who in the boardroom, what kind of meeting they having. I don't know, man. That's another tough one, but I say, listen, it's too much money on the table. It's too much money to just leave and walk away from. That's the reason why you get the Jeff Keelys in the world talking something. Yeah, Summerfest, IGN jumping in. You know what? Hey, you can, you can come over here. It's about the money. It's about the money. And so, I don't know. I don't know how they get the public to jump back on. Being so far removed. I love E3. E3 to me is like Christmas in July. It's like my mid-year Christmas. I think it is for a lot of people that watch this channel too. It's like that mid-year time when you like, listen, I just want to get in what I fit in. Did I get Steve on the board? I'm sorry. Sometimes my ADHD pops in. I say I don't have it, but sometimes it do. I forgot I got to put Steve in on board because Steve was smart. Steve also, he signed in on his Twitch account and he also signed in on his YouTube account. So gave him 2 slots tonight to be able to play the game, to better win that $10 eShop. All good job, CMG. I did send it to you. I'm so glad, my brother. So glad. Ruben says January 21st. Got my pre-order in. Oh, listen. Okay, Ruben, if you still on, my brother. Hey, is it the pre-order you got? Is it on the Switch? Is it digital? Or is there a physical version? A brother needs to know. Ruben, you got to help me out. I'm banking on you. January 21st. That's right around the corner. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. If it's on the Switch, I'm doing it tonight. Hey, Ruben, one more question. How much is the price? I need to know the price. I need to know if it's a physical version. Because if it's a physical version, you know how your boy do. I got to get it in on that physical. Geeky, what's going on? How you doing, Geeky? How's the baby? Geeky with the baby. That baby, listen, every time I look at that baby on Facebook, I be like, well, that baby looks so much like Geeky. It's like Smith didn't have no choice. Ben, my friend. Ben's Toy Channel. How you doing, Ben? You know what, Ben? I don't have school tomorrow. You know why I don't have school tomorrow? Because they had to shut all the schools down in my school system. You know why? Not because the kids got COVID. It's these teachers. Listen, my school system has over 100 teachers out because of COVID. So they had to cancel. They canceled school across the board. They're like, oh, virtual. I was like, then I was like, yay. I got to get up early tomorrow. But too bad my wife does though. She has to get up. She gotta get up early tomorrow. I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be in the morning. I'm gonna have me some waffles. Like what's like the donkey off Shrek. In the morning, I'm gonna have some waffles. Pre says I would get that Mario Kart for her this week. Yeah, yes, man. Listen, I got some. Well, man, I got some good game. You know what? She should definitely have Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, but definitely Mario Odyssey. She'll like Zelda too. I forgot. She 11. Yeah, she'll like Zelda too. But Animal Crossing is a must. If you don't get her Animal Crossing, get her Animal Crossing before Mario Kart. She'll probably enjoy that more. I'm saying, Sir Dandu, guys, I got my Oculus Quest. Hey, give me that. Hey, Sir Dandu, listen, I am sending stuff off tomorrow because I don't gotta go to work. Yeah. I had to do my little dance because I gotta go to work. You understand? I'd be like, man, I listen to me. I really love my job. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I love my job. I love the kids I serve. Love. But it's nice not have to get up. It is nice, and that don't happen often to me. All I gotta do tomorrow is go to basketball practice. Yes. Hey, the great thing about it, like my son wrestles and my daughter plays soccer. And you know what? They got practice at the same time. So we just go to practice. Let's go drop everybody to practice. And my younger son, he don't play sports, but he coming with me tomorrow. So it's going to be great. Sir Dandu, let me get you on the board, my brother. And I did get your message. Your dad said it was cool for me to send that to you. So I will definitely send it tomorrow. Sir Dandu said, I got my Oculus Quest. And are you loving it? He said on Friday, what games do you have? That's a good question. Because, we downloaded this one game and it was free. It was like a shooter with like jetpacks. But that thing was so fun. Oh man, you feel like you really feel like you flying and you really feel like you falling. It's crazy. It's funny how it plays tricks on your mind. But it was good, man. Super dope. Ha, Joseph said I'm smart too. That's right, man. Get it in. 572904. Don't forget, man, to hit the like button or the follow button. If Joseph hit the follow button, man, on Twitch for me, man. Follow my channel. I'll be really, really appreciated. Rubio, my man, Ruben, I call you Rubio, I'm sorry. But Ruben, my man, said it's digital. All right, but so, enough said, but I need to know what's the price. Ruben said that. So, hey, it's $28. I could do $28. I could do $28. Waffles. Yeah, that's right, man. Just like that. Waffles. Oh man, I appreciate you. But yeah, man, listen, so many of our teachers, man, are out, which is crazy. So, which is the good thing, man, is it allows me some other free time, man, to finish up some videos. Because typically, you know what, I would be really getting it in, but basketball season is a different beast. And believe it or not, it's gonna be over in about a month. I mean, I got about a month left of this regular season. And then we got the playoffs like in the middle of February. And the championship is like the beginning of $17.99. Oh, that's even better. My man, Rubio, man, listen, what my sound effects at? Rubio, you know what, Ruben, I say I stop calling you Rubio. But Ruben, you get hold on, once I can find it. Where my sound effects at? You get thebomb.com. Oh, you can't get nothing. You can't hear nothing. Come on. My sound effects ain't turned up. Let me try it again. There it is. Hey, Josh. My sons is chiming in tonight. See, I had to send him a reminder. Like, listen, hey, your daddy's streaming tonight. You should probably check in. My kids don't even check in to say hey to me. But Josh the Hedgehog, I know this is my son because he loves Sonic. Got you on the hedgehog. Josh, don't forget, man, hit that like button for your daddy. Casey, what's going on? Let me get you chimed in. Casey. All right. Hey, Gaming Dad, do you think there will be another Pokemon game other than Legend Arceus? Yes. I thoroughly believe that cycle is not going to stop because it makes them too much money. I had to tell them. Oh man, that's good though. That's good. Share the wealth. But yeah, back to your Casey. Yes, the hands down, it's gonna be another one. Too much money on the table. You know what? Cause think about it, listen. I think they're gonna keep this cycle. It would not shock me if there's a new iteration of even Arceus Legends within a year or two. Depending on, it's going to really depend on how successful Arceus is going to be. And I really believe Arceus is going to sell. I mean, I have mine pre-ordered and paid for because I'm just that excited at what they have to offer. So, yeah. And hello right back at you. Appreciate I had to tell them. That's funny. All right, good people. Let's see. We got 15 people on the board tonight. That's great, man. 15 people already. This is how long we've been running our mouth for about 37 minutes. So we can either get into the beef of the news. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get to my little spot. Let me check this one. I like to check this one tab before I get to you. Okay, I found another article to add to my little list. I like to attack, but I guess we started talking about it, but we'll continue talking about this new Nintendo Switch 2 as soon as I can find. Okay, there it goes. Boy, I tell you, listen, if my head detached from my head, I would lose it too. All right, once I can find. All right, there we go. Let's get back to the back. All right, with our news stories and where we're gonna start at. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's not it. Oh, this is it here. All right, boom. All right, before we get into the getting yawns, Steve M says, Gaming Dad, do you see Limited Run Games is about to sell physical PS4 discs? You know what? Oh, I did know this, but yeah, okay, listen. I knew this, and I think I announced it here on the channel too. But I did not know when, because when they announced it, they just said, "Hey, this is coming," but I did not know there was a date. Oh man, I'm so tempted, but you know what though? I'm still upset. This is a game that should be on the Switch and should have been on the Switch years ago. Like, I don't know. I really would like to know the background and the reasonings why Cynthia of the Night is not on the Switch and why it's not on a lot of other systems. It's even on on iOS. Like, I have it on my iPad. Oh, that's a good question, Rubio. I would. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask Ruben. I'm gonna ask you a question in 1 second. I gotta stop calling you Rubio. But no, Steve M, thanks, man, for the info, man. That those of you who like Symphony of the Night is probably the best Castlevania game of all time, in my opinion, for sure. Limited Run Games is putting it out there on physical, and according to Steve M, it's this Friday. Is the game worth it? Yes, absolutely. But I'm still holding out hope that they get it together and they get on the Switch. All right. Ruben says Bayonetta 1 and 2 digital eShop, $60 worth it. Well, that's tough. You know what? Oh, that's tough, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why, because you could probably could have found that brand new for cheaper. But I would tell you, you look at it like this: is Bayonetta 1 worth $30? Absolutely. Is Bayonetta 2 worth $30? Absolutely. So I guess the answer to that question would be yes. But I just know I've seen that working at GameStop. I've seen that cheaper. Is it cheaper right now? I couldn't tell you. But I would definitely look into saying, hey, you know what? Maybe I would look for it physically first, brand new. You might come out cheaper. But if you just a digital guy, then hands down, yeah. Oh yeah, both games is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But to be honest, this gonna be hard. If only because I know I can get that game cheaper. If I had a choice, I would get Astral Chain. I would pay $60 digitally for Astral Chain. It was just that good. Just that good. Konami is too busy making Castlevania NFTs to make new game or Switch ports. Man, listen. I don't know about you guys though. This is a side note, but I'm trying to get into these NFTs, man. You know what? And I just recently figured out how to create my own NFT. I probably should take a bunch of dumb pictures of myself and just start selling them. But the great thing about saying when you create your own NFT, like I can create my own NFT and I can say, hey, you know what? I can set a limit. I can say, well, I want to sell only 100 copies of this NFT, right? And so I can also set it up where if someone else was to sell my NFT, that I would get, let's say, 10% commission on every NFT he sells after that, right? So if somebody sells it and sells it to somebody else, every time it's being sold, no matter who has it, I get 10% profit every time it sold. So NFTs, man, is crazy. That's how you want to jump on that. Steve M said, I would not pay $60 for Bayonetta. It would probably get an eShop sale again. Yeah, that's one of my reasons. It'll probably get an eShop sale again. You could find a physical copy at Walmart for $50. Please be aware, used copy. That's right. You do not want to buy this used because used copies only come with Bayonetta 2. I think Bayonetta 2 is on the cartridge. Bayonetta 1 is a download. Yeah, that's how it works. Bayonetta 2 is on the cartridge. The Bayonetta 1 is a download. So yeah, he absolutely right. I definitely want to buy it used. Stay away from the used copy. But digitally, I mean, it's bound to be on sale again. Now, it depends on how. I mean, there's a lot of things you could play, like The Company Man. I can't believe this game is coming out this soon. I'm so happy. You made my day. Because once I saw the previews, I was like, oh, this is my type of game. All right. So I'm going back to my stance on this article. I'm not going to read the article because we pretty much know. He predicts, but one of these predictions, because some of these predictions are kind of easy that he kind of made. Like, of course, like I do believe that because of the software lineup the Switch has, it's going to sell 21 million. That's a good safe number. Like all his predictions was really safe. Even to say that the Nintendo Switch is going to come out in 2024, it's a safe prediction because saying anything earlier than that could, put his credibility on the line. So when I looked at this here, all his predictions were safe. The only reason why it just makes really good sense for Nintendo to drop in 2023 with a new Switch because they dropped the Switch OLED in 21. So a 2-year span will be good. And remember those articles back when there was a suspicion that Nintendo wanted to kind of adapt the cell phone model and releasing hardware. And so this kind of puts them in line, especially if in 2022, I'm trying to think what game could they match with a OLED Switch Lite, because they're going to match with some game. That's been their MO. At Breath of the Wild was with the original Switch. The Switch Lite had Link's Awakening. The OLED had Metroid. So some game is going to launch that's going to be closely connected with this Switch Lite OLED. Because if anything, I'll tell you, that's the one I'll put my money on this upcoming year, which would be good. And to be honest, even if I wasn't doing what I do on YouTube, I would pick that up because to be honest, I really liked my light, and I still like my light. Um, it's just that OLED screen, man, it's just like if I'm gonna play something, you know, it's gonna be portable. I'm pulling out that OLED, even though I like the portability of the light. It's gonna be crazy, man. Crazy year, crazy. But the question would be, I think what needs to be really attacked, and some of you guys in the chat, is that because people are so focused in on the 2024 date, but I was more focused in on Nintendo not coming out with a Switch enhancement, because it's always been their model. Why would they stray away from that model when it makes them hand over fist? You know what? Just a small smidgen of an improvement makes them, you know what I'm saying, will still make them a ton of money. If they come out and have a new Switch where they had just a smidget more improvement, they gave you this, say for instance, better frame rates on a lot of your current games, that to me allows them to make that 2024 date. If they don't do that, then you know what? I just don't. I'm still not on board with them going Switch to 2024. To be honest, I will see if they come out with a Switch Pro, they can probably push that date to 2025. Courtney, hey Courtney, how you doing? Oh, guys, let me get back. My boy 90s is on the board. What's going on, 90? In the building, let me branch off. I got to get my people on these boards. Don't forget, good people, to get opportunity, man. Hit that like button. If you're on Twitch, man, if you have not followed your boy, man, follow your boy, man. Hook me up. 90s Misfits in the building. Got 90s on the board. I think Courtney chimed in. Hey, Courtney. Courtney, I think I either sent you a message on TikTok, but I need to, and I don't know if you sent it back. It was earlier today. I was going to go off to the post office and send that stuff off. But I want to make sure I have the correct address. Because I got this feeling. I don't know why I had a feeling I was in the UK for some reason. But, all right, let me get back to the story. Then get back to 90s comment. 90 says, I honestly felt like they were not going to make a Pro. Nintendo don't do anything predictable. Even when they release a game, you'd never know until right before it comes out. That, you know what? That has been of late. I remember, listen, some of y'all should remember when it was like, they got pressed really hard before the 3DS XL came out. They got pressed really hard. It was like, you know what? And I remember Reggie's like, no, we're not coming out with a new handheld. We don't have nothing to say about that. It was really rigid. And then maybe 3 days later, it was like a press release. Boop, there it is. But in every iteration of their hardware, they have done a small improvement. When it was the DS, it was like, okay, we're gonna give you guys. Matter of fact, if you go back to the Game Boy Advance, they had the Game Boy Advance, and then they went to the Game Boy Advance SP. Super dope system, super small. That clamshell effect, that was great. All right, so then they went to the DS, and then came out with the DS Lite, which blew the original DS out the water because it was just such a more of a brighter system, and it wasn't like a big spec bump, but it did something that was totally different. The design was totally different. It was on a whole different plane. So they had the 3DS, right? Then they went to the to a more powerful 3DS. And in matter of fact, they had a small 3DS, and then they had that 3DS XL. So I don't see them breaking from that mold, because that particular concept, and it allows them to sell a lot more systems. Now, true enough, man. I mean, another prediction I want to ask Nice, like, man, when these sales numbers come out for Nintendo, where are they at? Are they at 105 million, or they are 108? Where are they at when we get these financials? That's a good question. I hate to jump off subject real quick, but I had to throw that out there before I forget. But back if you look at it though, I mean, I don't see Nintendo breaking from that mold because it makes them so much money. It makes them so much more money to be able to just change it just a little bit. And what we're gonna do? We're going to buy it. They put a screen on the OLED. That's all they did was put a brand new screen and made it bigger. And people are buying those things like hotcakes. I was selling them like hotcakes. I mean, people was coming into the GameStop left and right, and we was selling every time we get like 12 or 13 in. By the end of that day, they were gone. So I don't see them foresee breaking from that mold. That's just my opinion. Hey, Gaming Dad, how are you? I'm doing wonderful. I don't have to work tomorrow, and that's a blessing. Do you think Breath of the Wild 2 will have a bigger map? I don't think okay. This is a yes and no question. I would say yes because they're gonna have dungeons. So you're gonna have, and they're gonna have stuff in the sky. So I don't think the actual map itself and the areas it covers is gonna be bigger, but you're gonna have stuff to do in the sky. You're probably gonna have stuff to do, on the ground. You're gonna have stuff to do that's in dungeons. I do believe we're getting dungeons, and so that's gonna be. If you put in, like, I put in like over 250 hours on Zelda, I just foresee this eclipsing that 250. So great question. Listen, the Courtney family, boy, y'all come through with the questions. Geeky says Switch Lite OLED in all white would be so nice. Look at her. Geeky with the bars. That Switch OLED is all white. It would be so nice. Geeky the songwriter. Absolutely though. Because remember when the Switch Lite came out? Not Switch Lite, but the DS Lite came out and it was all white. That bad boy was pretty. And yeah. That would be so dope. So dope. So it's gonna be interesting. You know what? That's why I'm like, man, that drop this shit, buddy. It's gonna sell because I remember people trying to find the light because it was just affordable. It was like $200, and everybody, their mama was kind of coming in and get those bad boys. They was selling. They was sold out all the time. Quake 311 said, "Hey, you guys." Steve says everyone was rocking one of the Game Boy Advance SP in school. Yes. I had, low key. I was in college and had one, and I had a gray one, and that thing was the truth. I used to get it in, and I used to watch SpongeBob on that bad boy. I know, right? Grown man watching SpongeBob. Quake says going back to Ubisoft earlier, one Ubisoft game per year for $20. I am going to wait till next year to get the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, which is smart. I agree. I am not jumping on that bandwagon right away. To me, history tells you that it's going on sale. History tells you that Black Friday, I think it'll be $25 to $20. I'm gonna wait. Listen, I got other games to play. It's no rush. That's a game I definitely will be picking up on Black Friday. I already said, like, I'm not totally interested in buying this game or even recording a video for the game. I might go borrow a copy, but that's it. So I'm gonna wait till next year to get Assassin's Creed Ezio collection. It's gonna be cheap enough this holiday. Quick, I'll just wait till this holiday. Mario on Rabbids Sparks of Hope might beat it out though. Oh, I gotta wait, because I didn't really play the first Mario on Rabbids, even though my kids, they liked it. I just never played it. It has never entered my Switch. So I gotta wait. I'll wait till the videos and wait for the reviews. But I feel you on that. If any game, the Mario Rabbids game is probably the one to get, but that's going to be on sale too this Christmas. I'm in no rush. Vic is in the building. Said, "What's up, Gaming Dad? Back at it again with another great stream. Did you like Mario and Rabbids Battle Kingdom? That's a good question because I did not play. I like what I saw. My children liked it, but I didn't play. I did not play. All right, Vic, let me get you on the board, man, before I forget. Don't forget, give people to hit the like button. Hit Vic on the board. All right, got 18 people already. Already from the wheel. All right. So I guess before we depart, as we break this down, another thing that I want to explore, hypothetically, all right, let's say Nintendo pulls this off. They pulls off this system and it stretches to 2024, which would give what PlayStation would have, PlayStation and Xbox would have 3 full years on the market. Now, with 3 full years on the market, could the Nintendo Switch compete in 2024? Is the question. Could they compete? And this is a delicate question because I think they can compete. I just don't know how well. Because you think about it, 2 more years, man. In 2 years, we can predict that the PlayStation will probably have at least 50 million units out there. At least 50 million units. And the Xbox can probably have 40 million. So you got a lot more systems to compete with. And also, you know what? We're not even talking about the Steam Deck and the kind of competition. You know what? More of those is going to be in the wild. That's the reason why I think it's going to be too much competition for them to just say, you know what? We can wait. I don't think they can. I just really go back to Nintendo. I really don't think they can wait until 2024. I think it's going to be too much competition, and it's a lot more of these companies now that y'all not paying attention that's coming out with these systems. If y'all watch CES, there's a lot of companies coming out with these handhelds that can what? They can play PC games. They can play Xbox Live. I mean, they can play Xbox Game Pass. They can play Steam games. Some of these systems are using Steam OS. I mean, that market is creeping into Nintendo's forefront. Of course, Nintendo's not going nowhere because they got the IP for days. But this is a possibility that I think that we all got to kind of look at and say, you know what? Could they really survive? We know what's going on this year. We know this year they're going to be solid. We know next year they possibly could be solid. But I mean, how many more games do Nintendo got? I mean, listen, I'm curious. I'm making a statement not knowing what this Direct is going to be when we get to this Nintendo Direct. So as of right now, I'm like, you know what? I mean, I can't really foresee 2023. I think 2022 is going to be bananas. But what do they have in 2023? They're going to say, hey, they can sustain that kind of length without some form of new piece of hardware. They've had a new piece of hardware the last 2 years. 2021. Oh, in fact, matter of fact, did they have one? Okay, they didn't have no new hardware in 2020 because that's all because of the pandemic. But late 2019, they had the Switch Lite. I just don't think so, man. If any year to get away without having a piece of hardware would be this year. But if they don't release something this year, the Lite has to come out 2023. And if they roll with that, if they just say, for instance, they keep it and they don't release any new hardware this year, then they could survive. But a new Lite would have to come out in 2023 early. And then this new Switch would have to come out in the middle of 2024. All right, the man is the Roman Victor. Got you. Hey, Gaming Dad, here's my second entry. Ha! Could we see a new Mario or DK? I think, okay, very good question. And I'm leaning more to Mario this year because the movie drops this year. And I think it's smart marketing to have a Mario game coincide with the movie. And I think the movie comes out in December. So I think that's a smart. I think that's just a smart thing. I think they hold the Donkey Kong game for next year. And the reason why I say that, because what's next year? They're gonna in 2023 they'll have the new Donkey Kong Park added to their theme park out there in Japan, and then also the theme park, one of the theme parks over here in America, will be closer to being finished. So I'm going with that. I'm saying this year is gonna be Mario, some form of, and I don't think it's gonna be a 3D Mario, probably some form of 2D Mario, and then next year we'll get the Donkey Kong and maybe a new Odyssey next year. Great question, man. Matter of fact, let me, if you chimed in. The Roman Victor. I like that. Like it. You on the board. All right. Let me get back out of that. All right, good people. Let's jump to another topic. That was deep. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I saw this here and it just brought tears to my heart. If you have not played Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you are missing out. My man Ruben, hey man, if you still watching, man, listen, if you like the company, man, I would tell you, I would challenge you to go pick up Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It could be on sale. They throw it on sale all the time, so I think I might have paid $20 at its height. So it's been cheaper than that. But man, what's a good game? But I like the fact that, you know what, Netflix is planning on making a Scott Pilgrim anime. Yes, yes, yes. I say yes again. I love the movie. Before I didn't play the game first. I watched the movie first and was like, this movie was so dope. It was just right up my alley. And to hear that Netflix is going to do a series on this is great. Let me see if they say anything about a release date or a release window. It don't seem like they're saying, yep, no dates yet, but you know it's coming. That's all I need to know. Hey, they're working on it, so when it popped up, it won't be too much of a surprise. So Netflix, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You have not checked out the game. It's a beat 'em up, and it's definitely worth it. Let's get to our other topic from tonight. The PlayStation VR 2 price. How much PlayStation VR will cost? Steve M earlier said $400, and I'm gonna go for $500. I'm pushing $500 for this VR system because, I mean, $400 I think is lowballing it, and $400 would be sweet. That's a sweet spot, but with the tech that they're offering, OLED screens, man, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. What's up, Gorilla Tact? He said if Brandis is on the wheel. Nope. I swear. Nope. I didn't put him on the wheel tonight. I saw the text and I said, nah, man, I just don't know who you are. Can't put you on there. But Gorilla Tactics is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get him in there. He is the funniest man on the channel. All right, got you on there. Let's get back. We're talking PSVR 2 pricing. Anybody else got some ideas? If you have not watched some of the recaps from CES, I highly recommend you go watch it just to check it out to see what they're talking about. But let's see if I can get to there. I don't see. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to see it. It said the PS5 compatible PlayStation VR is expected to significantly improve upon the specs of its predecessor. With a high resolution display, faster refresh rate, wider field of view, and improved tracking. Unfortunately, one thing Sony did not answer at CES 2022 is arguably the most asked question about PlayStation VR. How much will it cost? PlayStation VR retailed for $399. Pay attention to that. It retailed for $399. Will Sony keep the price the same, or they elect with changing times, chip shortages to say $500? Now remember, like this drops this year. This ain't something like brand new. This bad boy drops this year, real soon. And the key is that if it's $400, are you picking it up? If it's $500, are you picking it up? I'm sticking to my guns until I see. I'm hoping around E3 time they say, hey, let's show off some games. Because what they showed so far, I was like, okay. It's Horizon Forbidden West on top of the mountain. I just didn't. I mean, I saw what I saw, and I was like, okay. I wasn't impressed yet, so I'm going to wait before I jump on that background. I'm more amped to jump on to get my own little Oculus before I jump on the bandwagon of PlayStation. But once again, you know what? That a new premium. They said premium Oculus is dropping this year. So I want to see what they're going to offer. Why is it so premium that I have to upgrade? Because the current headset, man, is pretty dope. No complaints. Vic says, if the PSVR 2 is coming out, does this mean the original PSVR headset will be cheaper? I would hope so. I think that would be smart. But I don't know too many people. I really don't know too many people who have a PlayStation VR. Let alone, I have not seen one in stores in a long time. I have not seen a PSVR system. I might have seen them at Walmart, but asking for GameStop, I haven't seen them bad boys in years. Cause they probably wasn't selling. But that Oculus, boy, that thing sell like hotcakes. Another good question from Vic and the family. Greta said, glad to see Sony releasing a product people won't be able to get MSRP for their console that people can't get at MSRP. Touche. You know this. I don't know how they solve this. I don't know. I think it will be smart for them to allow them to be bought in store. Cause then, you know, people can't just flat out scalp it. Cause once you put it online, man, it's like, you know, they gotta figure that out. How do I release a product online and not get these scalpers? What's going on, Chris, in the building, ladies and gentlemen? Chris, what's going on? Let me get y'all on the board. SOC then jumped in. What's going on, my brother? Let me get off of here. SOC, it's on the board. Chris is on the board. Got you. All right, let me scroll down and see if I see anybody out. That's it right now. Get back to our story. All right. Let's see. It says Facebook's Oculus Quest 2, PSVR 2's closest competitor, is sold for $299, and it is a standalone VR headset, not reliant on a console. I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons why we like the Oculus, because we can pick that bad boy and go. It gives you the same vibe as the Switch. I keep reading. While the Quest 2 has a lower specs than the PSVR 2, such as an LCD rather than an OLED, Gamers who don't own a PS5 already can purchase a standalone headset and begin enjoying VR right away. Those interested in buying a PSVR 2 will also need to purchase a PS5. Now, see, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets tricky because everybody don't got a PS5. So you know what? Like, how many people making games for this? Like, you know what? I have no clue. Can I take my current PS5 games and just turn them into VR? Now that would be dope. If they figure out somewhere where I can just take my I can take like Dark Souls and turn Dark Souls into like a VR experience. I'm with that. That would be dope. But how they do that, I don't know. You know what? It would not surprise me if the PSVR gets pushed back and not released this year. It wouldn't surprise me. And I think unless they can figure out somewhere where more people can get their hands on PS5s, I don't know. Grittatech says if an accessory that costs more than the console is meant to be an accessory to, let that sink in. Hey, listen, that's the reason why I'm like, hey, I can foresee this thing costing $500. You know what? An accessory it may be, but you know it offers you I wouldn't dare call the Oculus, an accessory, because it offers you just a brand new experience. Like playing, like I've played Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus, and it's dope. It is a dope experience. And I would highly recommend, especially if you play it. You know what? I had to kind of get used to the movement because it was kind of making me a little woozy. But that's a great, man. That game is fun, man. So it's gonna be interesting. But I do agree with your point on that. It's like, hey, you know what? That's a lot of money, and so until they can figure out a way to make it cheaper. I don't know. SOC said, hey, Gaming Dad, I'm watching on my new Oculus I bought the other day. Ha! Type it on my phone, but watching it on VR. That is crazy. See, that's another reason that I kind of want my own headset, because it's my son, so I don't want to go and dominate it, but I want to watch TV shows on it. I want to sit in my recliner, have my head racked, and watch some shows on that bad boy and enjoy myself. That's experience I have not experienced yet. I'm waiting to experience. Just imagine, is Disney Plus on that bad boy? Boy, that'd be dope. Watch some Pixar movies. Crazy. Quake 311 said they look just like Oculus Quest controllers. Hey, nah, not quite. They get that little circle, whatever. I don't know, man. But overall, yeah. As you look at the button format and the joystick, pretty much that's identical. But the rest of that other stuff is something crazy. This is another question I had tonight. Vic asked it before I asked it. Hold on, let me go back there. I didn't read the rest of the Quake. He says, and the PlayStation Move one. I didn't read the last part. I'm sorry, Quaker. That's funny. Yeah, they do the PlayStation 1. Vic says, can Nintendo update Labo VR to compete? No. Absolutely not. No, they cannot. No. With confidence, I can say no. The only way Nintendo gets into that space is they, one, create their own individual VR experience. It can't just be an add-on to the Switch. It's not compelling enough. I don't know how you do that, how you make that happen. And maybe with this next iteration of Switch, they can make that happen. But as it currently has it, no. They can't do it. They're gonna have to create their own experience, which would be dope. I think they should. I think Nintendo should enter that space. I just know that they're behind the 8 ball because, but they got the IPs to make it happen. Could you imagine? No, check this out. Could you imagine playing Mario Kart in VR? It would be phenomenal. Could you imagine that? It'll be just like going to Universal and getting on. If you ever been to Universal, if you haven't been, I would highly recommend you go. But if you ever go to Universal that's in Florida, you get on the Jimmy Fallon ride. Super fun. You would think like, that's Jimmy Fallon, but it definitely goes. It's a highlight. You get on the Jimmy Fallon, and you get on and you go to Spider-Man. Get on Spider-Man. All got to kind of like the same thing. That same like in Transformers got one too. But I think out of those 3, I think I probably like Jimmy Fallon's the most. But super dope, man. Super dope. Spider-Man was good too. Spider-Man is real good. They need to update it though. It's kind of old now. But that kind of experience, at Nintendo with a Mario Kart, man, it will be phenomenal. I'll be all about that. And that to me, that's something they should add to their amusement parks. But I would definitely pay for it if Nintendo had their own headset, their own VR system. I would buy that, hands down. And they could do that. That's something to me. I don't know why they haven't jumped on yet. Steve M says support for the PSVR 2 going drop faster than Nintendo's Labo if Sony don't fix the console shortage first. Yeah, but you know what? But they've sold quite a bit. You know what? They sold quite a bit of those Xboxes too. I just read that the Xbox Series X and X is sold like I think like 12 million like that. It's a nice little number. But you're correct. If they don't solve that, if they don't get if more consumers don't have access to a PS5, what's going to be the reason to own a PSVR if I can't get the 5? Sucks to be Sony right now. Too bad Cyberpunk 2027 doesn't support VR. That's a game that does not need to support VR. That and Grand Theft Auto 5. But does it? Grand Theft? I don't know. Basil YT, what's going on, my brother, man? Go check this guy out, man. I love chiming in. I'll sit in on the streams every now and then. Make sure I get him to like. And but yeah, he be playing them games, man. It be funny. But hold on, let me get you on the board, Basil YT, before I forget. I know me. I'm so glad I don't gotta go to school tomorrow. Mo, you don't understand. Doing these streams and they have to get up early, I'd be like, oh my God, it'd be killing me. But not no more. Not this week. Yeah. All right, back to Gorilla Tactics says Sony should just make PSVR 2 compatible with PC. Yep, I listen. I totally agree with that statement. Compatible with PC, since a good amount of games are coming to PC, it'll be a good way to get around the PS5 shortage. And it'll be also a good way to double dip and be able to sell their product. 'Cause I think at the end of the day, Sony wants to sell games. Why wouldn't they? So you give them an option where people are going to be able to buy the PSVR. But once again, you know what? How many PSVRs they're going to have at launch? I think the original PSVR, lifetime is only over a couple million. It's only a couple million units out there. So once again, this sucks to be PlayStation, but man, whew. I thought you was meant to stream yesterday. Yeah, I was supposed to stream on Monday, but I couldn't stream. Because I had a basketball game, and the basketball game was like almost 2 hours away. So by the time I got home last night, it was like 11 p.m. So it was crazy late. So there was no heading that direction. So that's why I moved it to Tuesday this week. So it'll probably be another two. Next week will be a Monday, but probably that Monday after next Monday. That's crazy. I think like the 24th. It might not be. I don't know. I'll let you know in time, but I might have to miss another Monday. SOC says no Disney Plus, but Netflix is nice. Okay. I got some shows on Netflix that I would like to watch. Grid Tactics, boy. Cardboard to plastic. The OLED Switch already upgraded the visuals on Labo. Nintendo VR is going to take 2023 by storm. Maybe. I can't say no. With Nintendo, you just can't flat out say no. But they would have to switch to plastic because that cardboard didn't do it. It was nice. Did anybody else besides me buy the Labo? I bought the Labo stuff. And I think we built the piano. And I thought that was dope. But, it didn't last. Like, my kids was like, they played, oh, that was nice. And that was it. I was like, man, it's wasting all my money. These were terrible gifts. Mario Kart in VR. My screen will be foggy from all the tears of being hit by a blue shell. Nintendo Virtual Boy Switch 2. That's crazy. Man, I like the Virtual Boy. I was hyped for the Virtual Boy until I played it for about 10 minutes and was like, man, I got a headache. They had that bad. They had it where you can play it, and like I went to at the time the store was called Babbage's before it was bought by GameStop. And I went into Babbage and I played it, and I was like, oh man, this is pretty good. And then as soon as I got done, I was like, man, my head hurts. I was like, what's going on? What is this thing doing to me? I was like, I was done with that. Interesting news is coming in 2022. I can feel it. Yeah, you know what? Because some things has been like really hidden, and I agree with that. I think this year is gonna catch us off guard. We're gonna have some big surprises because you really got to look at and I have not seen any like really full view / gameplay footage of the Steam Deck is this year. The analog pockets are starting to roll out. You got a lot of stuff coming out. PlayStation VR is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And I still think a Switch OLED Lite would sell it would sell like crazy. It would sell probably between 4 and 5 million within the first 2 or 3 months. Cause that thing would be nice. That would be a nice. If my light was OLED, I would play my light all the time. Except when I want to play like 2K. I like the bigger screen. Yep. You get to relax. As I said, you could watch season 4 of Cobra Kai. You know what? My wife watches Cobra Kai all the time, so I've been catching bits and pieces of it, but I haven't sat down and thoroughly indulged myself into it. I watched this movie on Netflix that's super good. It's called Kate. If you have not seen it, if you like John Wick, you're gonna like Kate. Kate is bad. That chick is bad. Kate. Super good. Highly recommend it. Let me get Chris's Twitch login. All right, good people. We had 24 names. You know how we do. Hoo-hoo. All right. See, I know. Oh, my goodness. CMG, Instant News is coming in 2022. I can feel it. Google announces they're shutting down stadium service. No, they not, man. Listen, Stadia gonna be around for a little while, man. I believe it. I gotta feel it. Shane, man, what's going on, man? I'm so glad you chimed in, man. How's the baby, man? I need to follow you on some kind of social media, man, so I can see some pictures of the baby. I love the babies. Let me get Shane on the board real quick. Shane, don't forget, man, hook a brother up, man. Hit that like button. All right, Shane is on the board. Boom. Let me get back. It must get cold in my little room. I'm starting to rub my little arms. The weather down here, man, in Georgia, man, has been crazy. 1 minute is 70 degrees. I'm telling you, it was 70 to 75 degrees, and then it went from 75 to 32. And then it's been going from like 32 to like 60 to 50 to 25. It's been all over the place. So now they're predicting snow, which I'm hyped for because I love to go out there and play. But if they get a bunch of snow, boy, people power is going out. I hope it don't be on a Monday because I'll be sending out a text message. Reschedule. All right, this is Chris says Guerrilla Tactics. That's what you're going to say when they catch me out in these streets just before I go to sleep. Not much. Didn't even know Gaming Dad was streaming tonight. Oh, man. You crazy. Cobra 5 Season 4 was good. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm telling you, every part that I saw, it was pretty dope. I still love consoles as well. Right? I be trying to. Great Attack, why you coming for my boy CMG, man? It's my guy, man. Mortal Kombat 11 or Injustice 2? Oh, that's a hard one, man. What kind of game do you think NetherRealm Studios is working on? I believe Mortal Kombat 11 sold I think like 7 or 8 million. So it'll be crazy to walk away from that kind of install base. And so I'm going to say Mortal Kombat 12 is probably coming out before Injustice 2. But I would take a new Injustice game. If to me, either one of those games would drop, I would be happy. I would be down. Long as they made a version for the Switch. Because even though Mortal Kombat 11 didn't run the prettiest on the Switch, I still prefer to play it there because I can play it in bed. I can play it anywhere. I hate being to be honest, I hate really being tied to my TV. I'm like, oh man, my TV right here. And I got a nice TV. But I don't feel like sitting there playing the game. I was like, Every now and then I might get in the game and be like, all right. Mm-hmm. But to say, all right, I'm about to take my Switch to work. I know we're not about to do nothing. I'm gonna put it in tabletop mode and go to work. It's priceless, man. I play so many more games on my Switch because it's portable. Like I can play it in chunks, like a little chunk here, a little chunk there, and it's with me. Compared to all right, I got a plan to play games when I'm at home. Because when I get home, I sit down and everybody trying to call me. The dog want attention. It's like, man. But my Switch, I can just go get in my car, close the door. They'll never know I'm missing. I can see my kids right now walking around the house hollering, Daddy! Daddy! He gone. No, he not. His car here. Daddy! I can just hear it now. Hell yeah. Terry Silver was wicked. All right. SOC said, I watched Cobra Kai before. It was on Netflix and it was on YouTube Premium. YouTube Red at the item. Okay. It was great. All right. So you listen, my final prediction for PlayStation VR 2 is going to be $500. I'm going $500. It is too much. It's too much high tech. And I know Sony is about making money. But it would surprise. I mean, $400 to me is the sweet spot. You'll get more people to buy in. They get, to me, even at $400, they still got to provide an experience that make you want to say, man, I need this. And right now, it doesn't give me that experience. Even though, hey, to have a game that's similar to Horizon Forbidden West still don't get me. So they got to show me some more games. All right. Let's jump. We was on that for a little long. Hey, I'm just going to go over this real quick. I'm not playing a game for 500 hours. Unless it's Zelda. Not Dying Light 2, man. Oh, yeah, the Batman Telltale games are good. I mean, I like to me, if you like Telltale games, then getting the Batman games is a must. I I like the Telltale games because when I played them on the Vita, I can play them once again in smaller chunks. I didn't have to play it all at once. I can play it in bits, and I like that experience because I didn't have to divulge a whole lot of time and still be able to progress. And the stories were good. So I like the Batman Telltale story because the stories were good. So yeah, them things are always on sale. How much you pay for them? That's a good question. You probably got some dirt cheap for like $5 or something. But yeah, Dying Light 2, even though I think it's gonna be a phenomenal game, but if it's gonna take me $500 to 500, even 200 hours to complete the game, nah, man, I don't got time for that. I would pass on Dying Light 2. I like to say I won't play a game for 500 hours, but my Steam library determines that it's a lie. It's a lie. Ooh, around between $4 and $7, I think are really great prices for them games. Great prices. But I know for sure that Basil YT is going to probably pick this game up. He's going to have it. To be honest, I'll rather watch him play it than me go out and play it for that long. But I saw that, I was like, ooh, man, that's just crazy. Hey, if you got a PC, God of War and Monster Hunter arrived. I think it was today. Tomorrow. They arrive tomorrow and Friday, I think. Is that Friday? It's a God of War hits on January 14th. Monster Hunter is tomorrow. So tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow Tuesday? No, tomorrow's Wednesday. So yeah, Friday. Yeah, so tomorrow and Friday, you gotta pick this up on PC. I think it's dope, man. I recently played. I did a video on Back 4 Blood, and I thought that game was pretty interesting. I mean, it was fun. Is it God of War the 17th? No, this is the 14th. That's what the article say. Unless they lying. Wow, the 14th. Okay, even better. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't played God of War, man, you're missing out. So to get the game on a PC, especially if it runs well, that once again that's another game that I would like to see run on the Steam Deck. To me, a lot of these games, I want to see how they run on the Steam Deck. So I'm still upset. Dying Light is a Call of Blazing. Yeah, I'm upset, but I'm not. It's like, oh, okay. Once again, I mean, I'm not supporting the cloud. Not on the Switch, anyway. Not until they force me to. It's like I'm a rebel. Like, nope, I'm not doing it. No. All right. So definitely pick up Monster Hunter Rise. If you have not played it, it's on the PC and that's your thing, have at it. When I was a kid, man, one of my absolute favorite games on my Super Nintendo was Street Fighter 2. It's probably one of the reasons why I wanted to get a Super Nintendo. Of course, besides Mario, but I knew Street Fighter was coming, and when that game dropped, I was like, I think I even might have skipped school to go pick it up. But yeah, oh man, Street Fighter, man, is still my jam. I bought it recently for the PS4, so I can play it on my PS5 because Street Fighter is, man, I love fighting games. Big fan of fighting game. He said, oh yeah, I know you're talking about Dying Light 2. Yep, I can't support the cloud version. So my new addiction is Beat Saber. Yeah, Beat Saber, man, for the Oculus VR, man, is dope. I love Beat Saber, man. But I tell you, listen, you play that bad boy long enough, you're going to be sweating. You be like, ooh, I got to take a break. I done worked out. I done you burn so many calories. I'm definitely looking for that. Yeah, that's my jam. First, Dying Light is surprisingly good on Switch. Yep, agreed. It was on sale for $35 recently. If you picked it up for $35, man, you won. I would recommend Dying Light to anybody. It runs really, really good on the Switch. Really good. Surprised. I mean, I was like really, really surprised at how well it ran. I need to do a video on that. 'Cause I have it, but I just haven't. Love Street Fighter, man. Street Fighter was my jam, man. Many different ways. One of those ways is probably NFTs. Yeah. I hate to say it. Say I love Street Fighter. Yeah. I sweat too much in that game. Yeah, listen, I'm tired. You gotta take it. You gotta take a break from Beat Saber. It's gonna be interesting, CMG, to see where they go with this anniversary. I think that Street Fighter has some wheels, and I just hope that this next iteration, whenever it drops of Street Fighter, I hope it comes to the Switch, man. I think like playing like some of the originals on the Switch, man. You know, it just feels good, man. Like I like to go back and play. Like I got the 30th anniversary. I caught it for real cheap. I think I might have caught it used, but yeah, that listen, playing Street Fighter, man, is fun. It's that, you know, I don't have a whole lot of people to play with, especially with Street Fighter. Like my kids don't know how to play, so you know when I play, I be kicking their tail. I had to get their tail back though, man, because you know my kids, man, they when it comes to Smash Brothers, man, they do me dirty. I think they purposely just like, you know what? Oh, Dad is playing. They're like, Dad, do you want to play Smash? And they say it all kind of like sinister too. Dad, you want to play Smash? You sure, Dad? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'll play. And man, it's like they all like kind of tag team. Like, all right, this is the plan. We're gonna get Dad out first so he can sit back and watch and defeat. And man, they killed me in Smash. I hate playing Smash. But when they transfer over to like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, but nah, Dad, I'm okay. I don't want to play. It's like, oh, you don't want to play, cause you know I'm gonna thump you. Love environments. I love my kids though. All right, Gorilla Tactics says, looking at God of War trailer, the game could also be called Disappointment Simulator. It's just Kratos looking like he hates his son. Disappointment Simulator. Boy, I tell you, I know Gaming Dad has an NFT lab. Hey, man, listen, I'm telling you, man, I just figured out how to create my own NFT. And so, but it takes a little bit. Like you gotta buy some Ethereum to navigate in that system. You gotta buy some crypto. You gotta buy some Ethereum to navigate that. So don't worry, man. Soon I need one. I need to start marketing my own product, and so I can get paid. Switch got Street Fighter anniversary collection, the last anniversary. It got all the versions of Street Fighter. They did. That's the one I picked up for dirt cheap. I just want like, because think about it, Street Fighter 4 came out, a version of that came out on the 3DS. I would have loved Street Fighter 5 on the Switch, and they could have made that happen, especially after watching like playing like Samurai Showdown. Samurai Showdown was so good on the Switch, man. Another game, man. Listen, you can't sleep on. I like Samurai Showdown because you really got to pay attention in that fighting game and block. To me, it's very technical, and I like technical fighters. Like I love Tekken. Woo, I love Tekken. I wish Tekken came to the Switch. Is Tekken out on the Switch? Somebody need to check that out for me. I need to find out, is Tekken on the Switch? If it is, buddy, I'm buying it tonight. But once again, that's another game that should be on the Switch. You know another game should be on the Switch? Another fighting game? Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur. Give me the GameCube version of Soul Calibur. I would take that right now. Playing with me. Basil YT said, I don't think Nintendo is being smart with the cloud-based games. They are dip feeding parents, so it starts to feel normal. I agree. Well, you know what? Listen, I'm a little biased because I'm just like totally against the cloud version, because I'm totally against anything that I'm not buying the game. I don't know ownership. I'm just pretty much renting. I'm paying full price to rent a game. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not even giving them that kind of dollars. So I also been playing big screen, and in the lobby I've been talking, mostly listening to people. Yeah, some people on there are crazy. Most people are nice except the occasional self-admitted 7-year-old who curses me out. Yeah, man. I was playing one time. This one game on the VR, man, and this one older dude, man. It was a bunch of kids on there. You could tell there was kids on there, and they was pretty nice. They were just kind of weird, but this old grown man. He just cussed it. Oh, it's SSS, and he was just cussing for no reason. It got to a point. I said, "Hey, man, can you shut up?" I said, "Nobody want to hear you cuss all day." And then it came this argument between me and him, and I wasn't even trying to argue. I was just like, "Man, you sound stupid." Then I started talking about him, and then I got off. Like, man, he's like an old pedophile out here trying to play these games with these kids. And then I started listening to my own voice and said, maybe me too. Let me get off. Don't give your 13-year-old, don't give your under 13-year-old VR. Agreed. So we have to kind of manage it. And so my son knows, like, if he crosses the line, there's no more VR ever. Like, he would just lose it. And that was like his big Christmas gift. So he totes the line. So we checked it all the time. But yeah, there's some stuff you can be watching on there is not good. Gaming Dad NFTs coming in 2020. Maybe CMG was right about instant news. It's Crypto Poppy poking. CMG has his own NFT sponsored by Google. Oh man, you can get your limited edition Gaming Dad Mary Kay video only 100 available. Invest today, man. Oh man, this Joker right here, boy. That's funny, man. You can't do nothing but laugh at that. But I tell you one thing, see, Greta Tactic. If I ever see you in person, buddy, jokes is on. See, I can't crack no jokes on you right now because I don't know what you look like. If I know what you look like, I'll crack some jokes on you, boy. I had to light you up. But until then, you get the win on the jokes. I'm just gonna laugh because that's funny. That is funny. Oh man. Smoke for CMG in this chat has become a thing. I can't help but feel I am in some way responsible. You are responsible. Absolutely. That's funny. All right. Let's get off of you know what? We didn't even talk about it. Let me go back. This does seem old, man, because you know what? I remember when the first Street Fighter came out in the arcades, so that's how old I am. But they haven't really announced anything. They said here comes a new anniversary. Cheers to 35 years of epic fights, fireballs, and iconic rivals. But they haven't said anything. But you know what? We'll wait and see. I mean, if it's anything like Nintendo, we ain't getting nothing. Not a thing. All right. Happy anniversary, Street Fighter. No, we read that already. Talk about that. Let's look at the UK sales. It says UK Switch was the best-selling console in December 2021. Xbox Series number 2 and PS5 number 3. This is all in the UK. Ooh, excuse me. Charged to my head, not to my heart. I didn't mean to let that one go. That came from down deep. That gas bubble was like. All right. It's great to see Xbox Series outpacing Xbox One worldwide. That's not quite the case in the UK, although it's close. Xbox had a huge month in December in the UK, driven by renewed Series X stocks. I haven't seen a Series X in any store since the launch. I see S all the time, but not no X. All right. I wonder how much is X going for on eBay? I would wonder. Boy, it's probably just as expensive, if not more expensive than PS5s. Okay, so I should have picked a different article. This article sucks. I like the article when it has everything kind of broke down. Of course, you know, hey, we had to talk about this for a hot second. Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Collection, coming to Switch in February. I think it's like February 17th for $40. Yep, February 17th. Uh, I'm with. I think I don't know who said it earlier. I forgot who. I'm gonna wait. I'm not picking this up at launch. This is not like on my radar. This is a game that will be bought for sure during Black Friday. Because if you know anything about Assassin's Creed, Black Friday, them bad boys go down $25, $20. This year it was $25, $15. I've seen it, as cheap as that. So I'll wait. Or somebody trade it in used, and then I'll pick it up. But put this on the calendar. If you're a big Assassin's Creed fan, to have it on the go is still a must. BioShock 4 could snub Xbox. Ooh, that would be huge. Becoming PlayStation exclusive. As the arm wrestle between Sony and Microsoft reaches a stalemate towards the end of 2021, both production giants are looking ways into the future with the aim of topping the other in the next generation console war. Both Xbox and PlayStation traded blows in. Okay, blah blah blah. I just tell right now, I'm tired of reading that. Going to next year, Sony is dipping its hands into the deep, dark depths of the ocean to come up with their next selling point, emerging with eagerly anticipated BioShock 4. Okay, so if we look at it from that standpoint, if Sony pulls this off and have BioShock 4 as an exclusive to the PlayStation, is it that big of a deal? Maybe, because to be honest, really no. It kind of depends on what does Xbox do to counter that. Xbox still, Game Pass is allowing it to thrive, but you still don't have any games like, man, I just gotta play this game on my Xbox Series X. Even though, if I had a choice between two systems, if it's sports games, I'm playing on my PS5. If it's anything else, like Call of Duty, anything like that, it's on the Xbox. So I don't know. Hold on. I see, boy. This is one full NFT Game Dad live stream is 4F ETFs. ETHs. What's an ETH? A steal to invest. My Target has Series S and 1S in store a lot, but only saw Series X in store one time. Yeah, one time is it. Depends if BioShock is a timed exclusive or is it a Final Fantasy Square is done with Square is done with Microsoft type exclusive. Yeah, I listen, that does weight a lot if it's strictly for the life of the system, no BioShock, then I think it's probably a huge thing. But if it's time, hey, next year we get BioShock 4 on the Xbox, unless it's like game of the year, I mean, I'll wait. Well, at least I don't have to, but I would be willing to wait if I only had an Xbox. Ethereum, ha. You know, I forgot about that. It is Ethereum, ETH. So I don't know. Listen, I think overall, man, this story, for the die-hard BioShock fans, and if you're on Xbox, you should be concerned. But I think overall, man, I mean, there are going to be other exclusives to fight over. I just don't know what else. I'm looking forward this year to what more does Microsoft have to offer in this race for between them and PlayStation. What else do they have to offer that's going to say, hey, you know what? Let me buy a Series X. Even though I think in hardware wise, I think the Series X might be the better system. But we'll see, man. We will see. I mean, I saw the story and I was like, hey, this could be a little something, but I don't know, man. Right? If as of right now, because you just don't know what Xbox got cooking. Now some things was PlayStation's offering, but you still beyond this year. You know what? What else? What else do they got? So I don't know. It would be nice to have a new Wolfenstein. To me, they should do a new Wolfenstein and make that bad boy Xbox exclusive. Now that would be something. All right, Mario Kart 8. Man, this game. Listen, I don't believe the rumors that we're getting a Mario Kart 9 this year. Now I don't know if it's a rumor to say we're getting one or we're gonna get. We'll probably get teased a Mario Kart 9, but we're not getting a Mario Kart 9 this year. Hang it up, put it to bed. You can guarantee that the bundle this Christmas will be what? Mario Kart 8. 9 would not get a bundle this year. Oh, it would not see the light this year, but it might get teased. But I think Mario Kart 9 is a launch title, which would be smart with the next Switch. Or, okay, now check out this scenario. Mario Kart 9 could launch this year, and it would be paired with a Switch OLED light. Ooh, wee. Now that's a deadly combination right there. Now another good question is, do they launch Mario Kart 9 and Legend of Zelda in the same year? Of course they did it the launch year, but could they do it again this year? I don't know, man. That's why it's so interesting to find out, like, we know games are coming. We know some big games coming, but where the release dates are going to drop? I don't know. So before we get off of Mario Kart, let's switch gears. Let's answer the question: where or when does the next Nintendo Direct come? I'm gonna leave the screen up with the Mario Kart, and we'll talk for a minute. Hold on, let me answer some of these questions first. SOC says, I want Odyssey 2. I don't think that's coming. I think we're going to get a 2D Mario this year. That's my prediction. 2D Mario to coincide with the movie later in the year. I think that's probably going to be the absolute Christmas game, which would be smart. Mario Kart 9 with a free to play model. I don't know about that one, man. No, I don't know about that one. Even though that will financially probably be a smart move, but they got something like that already called Mario Kart Tour, a free to play model. I don't think they mix those two. Nope. Nintendo should push EA to make Madden or college football. Give me Madden or college football. I do not understand EA, man. I don't. It's like this to me that's a no-brainer to have a football game on a system that has over 100 million. And it don't make any sense. So back to my predictions about the Direct. I guess you know what, it's hard to say it's going to come here because you don't know unless you're Nintendo. But if I was a guessing man, last year's early Direct came in February. I think it was like February 17th, something like that. I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be before then. It will probably be somewhere towards the end of January. So let's look at the calendar. I think the 22nd. No, let me take it back. Now, before I open my mouth, let's look at the calendar. So if we look at the calendar here, if it doesn't become, if it's not a Direct plan before Pokemon, and I think you'll probably get a Pokemon Direct before Arceus drop. I think that's smart. And to be honest, I will foresee a Pokemon Direct next week. If that happens, then we'll probably get one the first week of February more than the end of January. 'Cause I don't think they don't want to clash with that with Arceus. I think they need to let Arceus breathe, and you let Arceus come out on the 28th. You have that whole first week, and then maybe that second week in February. But I think it's more earlier February than I say. But I don't think it comes to the end of this month. I don't think we get Direct this month. They gotta let unless it is if they can blend the Direct in with Arceus, like hey, then it'll probably happen. If not, nah. Woo wee. Nintendo Strikers. Oh man, listen. Mario Strikers. It's my prediction this year. Man, that will be. Oh, but you call it Nintendo Strikers. Are you trying to say like a Strikers with all the oh, that would be so dope. That would be so dope to have a Smash like ultimate experience on Strikers where you get all these characters playing soccer. That'd be crazy. But you know what? No, to me, they don't even need to do that. Just give me Mario Strikers. Just give me a new Mario Strikers, man. I'm all about that. Like, that game was absolutely fun. Fun. And so, see, I would die for Nintendo Strikers or baseball. You know what? It's been a while since they had a baseball game or any kind of really sports game that I can remember. Quag says, I like Rhythm Heaven. Man, me too, man. I'm hoping that comes to the Switch too. Now the question is, like, how that's gonna be interesting. How do you match up the accuracy of that rhythm? Super Mario Sluggers. Yes, Super Mario Sluggers was the truth. Fick. But man, y'all ain't so class, man. Rhythm Heaven, man. That game was phenomenal, man. I just don't know how would you get that rhythm, that tapping rhythm. Cause that DS was crucial to that. Then they had Rhythm Heaven for the Wii as well. I'm sorry, I'm over here yarning, man. You know what? It's cold down here in Georgia, and so I don't got my heat on. Cause I cut my heat on down, brother, be really hot. But anytime I get cold, man, I start to get sleepy. I don't want to get sleepy. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, Mario Kart. So Super Mario Sluggers would be dope. I think. I listen. I'm gonna go to safe route. I'm gonna predict we're gonna get some sports title this year. Now, what that sport title will be, I don't know. Cause remember they had that one basketball game that was for like the DS. I thought it was pretty dope too. Yeah, but so this year, sports wise, we're gonna hear from 2K because 2K got the NFL license, but they just could not make a simulation football game. But they're gonna do something. I just hope they don't do that stupid like football strategy games or something dumb like that. I hope they do something like a NFL Blitz type of game. That would be dope because NFL was it NFL Streets. Man, I could play that right now. Madden on the Switch would be your sports title. Yeah, if they I would probably do a whole series on that. I would play that so much. You know what? Cause I really like 2K, and I play 2K on my Switch all the time. But I would love to have because you know what, with that football, man, you can do so much with it, man. I used to play Madden. I had Madden on the PSP, and I would play it on the PSP Go. Oh man, it was so fun, man. It was so fun, make you want to go out and buy another PSP Go. I do have a PSP I can play it on, But I would love to play it on the PSP Go. See, back then, having a PSP Go was to me better than having a PSP because you know what, those discs would get scratched or they couldn't play. But digital, couldn't go wrong. It always played. Vic says I played Donkey Kong Country on my Switch and fell in love with the 2D gameplay again. Yep. Might have to buy Tropical Freeze. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Listen, I'm doing a video right now, and a matter of fact, I did all the voiceover for it, and the title of the video is games that you forgot about that you should be playing. And Donkey Kong is one of those games, man. I was just like, man, the game is so good. The gameplay is so good, and arguably probably one of the best platformers of all time. And you're not saying a lot, but Donkey Kong Country is, and this gameplay at its finest. Switch has sold more than the Wii now, so I think that will catch EA's attention. I don't know, man. You know what? If anything this year, I thought last year like we would get a true football game. I just thought for sure last year was it. If we don't get it this year, man, I don't think we'll never get it. At that standpoint, I'll be like, listen, I think they probably waiting for the next Switch iteration to drop a football game, which is stupid. But especially when the engine runs on the Switch already. Like we don't like it. To me, man, I don't even. They can put the Wii U version. They can put Madden 13 and just reskin it, and I would be satisfied on the Switch. Satisfied, man. I would be so satisfied. But we're dealing with EA. All right, let me get through some of these other stories really quick. First Nintendo Direct of 2022 coming soon, according to a leak. Depending on how soon. Now, if it would be nice if we got one next week. I don't think if we're gonna get one this month, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, look at the calendar. If we get a direct, it's got to be next week. If we're getting one this early, it's next week. But they're not going to have a direct same week that Pokemon Arceus launch. If anything, it will be a Pokemon Direct that week, but it won't be a full out Switch, a full out leak for the Switch, unless they don't do a Pokemon Direct. And I don't think I think we're definitely the Pokemon Direct because it's so many questions that got to be answered that we're gonna need that explained. But Nintendo got a lot of explaining to do. Hey, man, where is Silksong? Where is it? What is the name for Breath of the Wild? What is it? What's the release date for Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Splatoon 3, Kirby, Bayonetta 3? I mean, they got a lot of answers. I mean, a lot of questions to be answered. So, I don't know. Ooh, you know what? Basil YT on that list is Pokken Tournament. On that game list, I'm telling you, man, I finished all the voiceovers today. And doing voiceovers for videos, man, it's not hard. It's just that if you can't, like, I can't really talk sometimes because I got big lips and and I stutter every now and then if you pay attention. So doing voiceovers can be tough because you can record it and then re-record it and have to re-record it again, and then before you know it, on one video you just spent about 5-10 minutes. So, and I got about 20 games on that list, so I had a lot to record, but I got it all done today, and I'm just doing the editing, getting that together. So that video should be out this week. And then also speaking of stuff I'm doing, I just two things. Well, 3 videos I'm working on for accessories wise for the Switch OLED. I just got this in the mail today. This is the Comfort Grip with stand for the Nintendo Switch OLED. I don't know if you can see it. It looks pretty dope, man. Kind of got like a satisfied type of feel with a nice full length kickstand. So I'm going to review that. Also, I have the Dolby controller for the Switch OLED. I'm going to review that. And my satisfied grip is on the way. So hopefully that video will come out this week or next week. And then I got another grip video that I just finished recording that hopefully should also be out this week with a couple other videos. So got a busy week coming this week. Don't forget Advance Wars Reboot. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and that's soon. Yeah, so that's why, like, we got to see some more gameplay of that. I hope Splatoon don't get pushed to like middle of the summer. I want that game earlier. I want that game like April, May. I don't want that to be pushed into like July. Even though I think the last one might have came out in July. I don't know. Yeah, it did. Matter of fact, I was in Florida when the Splatoon 2 dropped. My kids were like, Daddy, we go to Best Buy right now. So yeah, so like I said before, Nintendo has a lot to answer for, and so if it's gonna happen, man, it's gonna happen next week. If not next week, it's gonna be the first or the second week in February. It's hard to give a concrete. Nintendo could drop you a Twitter link tomorrow, like, hey, be on the lookout. We later on this afternoon gonna have the direct, and they have 2 million people watching. All right, let's see what other stories that I need to cover before we get. Let's see, what is this? Xbox sales in Japan were slow in 2021, but have already exceeded the Xbox One. I think we talked about this a little bit earlier. It says, coupled with the console sold at launch and at the end of 2022, that puts the Xbox at around 125,000 Xbox Series X/S sold in Japan to date, which is pretty good because if you look at the sales for the Xbox One, it's nowhere close to 125,000. Yes, I said for comparison, the Xbox One sold around 115,000. That's lifetime. So this is pretty good. I want Xbox to succeed because you know what, competition is good for all consumers, including all of us here. All right, what's going on? I don't listen. I'm gonna tell your name up. I'm gonna call you Fi. Hey Fi, how you doing? It says I said, I don't know if you talked about this yet, but what do you think about Mario Kart 9's twist that is supposed leaked talked about? I don't know. It's like it could be really, really anything. You know what? I said earlier, we did talk about this a little bit earlier. I said earlier that I would love some form of flying to come into play because I love Diddy Kong Racing. And I just think, that kind of mechanic, would just be nice. But, man, I don't know. I don't know how you can switch this up. But you guys are creative. So, you know what? I think they're bound to shock us. I don't know. I do not know. I think Mario Kart 8 is such a phenomenal game that whatever it is, I don't think they can hurt this series. I mean, at first, people complain about Double Dash, but Double Dash is probably one of my favorites. So, but Mario Kart 8 is, such a good game. I don't know. What could it be? Matter of fact, Fi, what is your thoughts on that new twist it could be? Maybe that twist is that they turn Mario Kart 9 into some form of like ultimate player roster. I think that would be nice too. I don't know how that would change the gameplay, but it would be nice if they had like reveals and each individual had their own signature cart. Maybe a signature course with the cart. Have a peak. Just imagine. Okay, see that could be my twist. I'm going with that. Like they do it like a Smash Brothers like type, where each person has their own cart and their own course that is themed and based around that particular character. So you have a Metroid, you have a Pokemon, Pokemon, a couple Pokemon, because you probably have some different Pokemon had their own individual. Could you imagine like Me Too having his own course? That would probably be crazy dope. So I think that's what I'm going with. That's my twist for Mario Kart. Mark my words. But 5, hey, by you chiming in tonight, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card. And you can see I got names here on the wheel. And by you chiming in tonight, you have already become eligible to win the $10 eShop card. Let me put you on the board. All right, you are in there. And you are on the board. And so at the end of the stream, which is probably going to end within the next, half an hour, we're going to select names. And so we'll keep selecting names until there's only one name left. And that one name will be our winner tonight. So stick around if you can. If not, come back and check to see if you won, because there is a way that you have to contact me. You can follow me on Instagram at GamingDad3 or on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3. And that's how I give you your cards. I'll send you, you send me a direct message, and then I'll send it back to you. So good luck tonight. All right. Those you Mario Kart fans, speaking of Mario Kart, it says Nintendo announces Mario Kart North American Open January 2022. Begins January 21st. See, Gorilla Tactics says user generated tracks. Oh, you talking about something like more like a Mario Maker? Have a Mario Kart Maker? That would be dope too. I would like to race other people's tracks, but I was never like the one that kind of made tracks. I was like, yeah. 5 says, hey, thanks for answering. It really could be anything. I love an DKR type adventure mode. An expansion on the roster to Nintendo characters. Okay, me too. Beyond Mario, as you said. Yeah, okay. All right, 5. All right. It says, man, early on MK8 development, they talked about underground racing through. Oh, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. Through underground racing, through digging. Maybe they might experiment with that. That would be sweet. Like if you can like if each car had like you can use the drill, so like you can like drill and why that you could better see everybody up top. That would be dope. Finally got ARMS in the sale. Oh man. All right, Bazawati. Yeah, so 5. Yeah, that sounds phenomenal. I like your thought process on that. That drill, that would be dope. Bazawati says finally got ARMS in the sale. Man, ARMS is on my list as well. You know what? I think if Smash Brothers wouldn't have came out so close to ARMS, that ARMS would probably be a bigger franchise for Nintendo. I think ARMS sold about 2 million, but that game should have sold way more than just 2 million, because that game was fun, man. ARMS was fun. I love playing ARMS. I just thought that whole concept was new and fresh. It made the Switch just that more different than everything else. Love ARMS. Another good games. Yep, I had ARMS in the beginning, man. ARMS was dope. I remember when they announced it, I was like, yep, that's up my alley. ARMS really deserve better. Yes, absolutely. I don't think it got really put to the side because of Smash Brothers, man. Smash Brothers came over and just dominated. I mean, it took over everything. The character designs were amazing, to be honest. Yeah, listen. What I liked about it though, that made it what made it super fun is that if I had a Switch and my kids had Switches, and we all could like fight one another right there in the room. Like we didn't need a TV, everything was on our screen. And I just thought that experience in that format of how fighting was going on was like dope. It's like, either I unite with my son and we go beat up my daughter, or do I unite with my daughter, or do they both unite against me? It was all those kind of dynamics. Like once you eliminate one, then it was like mano a mano. It just made the game that much fun. Like true enough, like my son did not like that because he was getting beat up left and right. But once again, it was just the nature of the beast. I really, really liked that game. It says should have been a lot better. I don't know what do IMO means. Gotta help me out, my old guy. I had points built up, so I only paid 20. Oh, yeah, you won on that one. Yeah, Arms is a game like, you know what? And you know what? This is what I like for you to do, Basketball T. I'm gonna chat on one of your streams. I want you to find out what's the gaming community. Hey, maybe you should stream that. You should stream that to see if it's an online community for that game. Cause I haven't jumped on Arms in years, so I don't even know if it's still an online community out there to playing it. But I would love to know. But back to Mario Kart real quick. Hey, those of you who trying to get in, I think my kids they best to get into this invitation on January 21st through the 23rd, which is not this weekend. I think it's like the following weekend. So you probably want to jump on that. Let's see what the story says. Nintendo America has invited all Mario Kart fans in North America and Mexico to participate in the upcoming Mario Kart North American Open, which will kick off on January 21st. The event will determine the best players at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and the top 8 players from each day of the tournament will be lavished with 2,500 My Nintendo Gold points. Okay, that's tempting right there. I'm gonna make sure my kids get in this. These gold points can either be used towards game purchases digitally via the Nintendo eShop or physical gifts on my Nintendo website. The event will run each day until the 23rd of January. You can read the full details of Mario Kart North America 2022 Open here. All right. It says to join in the fun, all you need to do is enter these codes in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe by going on to online play tournament. Search the codes during. Okay, so you need these codes. So you see these codes here. If you plan on getting in, you probably want to go ahead and write this down. I'll leave it up for a second. Or even screenshot the screen. If you're on your phone, you just screenshot it. But I found this article on mynintendo.com, so you can find it as well. And if you plan on getting in this next weekend, good luck. I wish you well. I know your boy Gaming Dad is not, because I'm not that good at Mario Kart, but my kids are pretty good, so maybe they'll do something special. All right. Oh, in my opinion, huh? That's what it's called. I feel the main problem was the lack of content at the beginning. True, agreed. If they expanded a bit on the stages and added some new characters, it could go farther. It could have gone farther. So I agree. That's why I really hope they haven't abandoned this series, because you haven't heard anything. No kind of whispers. No kind of possible rumors of Arms 2. You got people that's kind of speaking into existence, but nothing tangible to kind of like really push that envelope. I would love to see an Arms 2. I would be all about that, especially now that Smash Brothers has been, it's no more. Well, it's still there, but it's no more new stuff coming. Perfect time to jump on Arms 2 and get it out there. I wouldn't be surprised if Arms 2 is done and ready. But it is a decent game. Yep. New modes to create competitive scene would have been nice. They could target to casual fans, but have a legion of fans who play the game competitively. Yep. Just like Smash. You said the same thing, just like Smash. Gaming Dad is going to have his kids training right up to the tournament weekend with the iron fist. Like, get in there and run. Another race. Greta Tactic, funny. All right. Good conversation, good people. All right, let's see what we got next. I think this was 3 days ago. It says Japan Famitsu sales charts for 2 weeks period show Switch family of systems sold 393,000 units. Almost 394. All right, so now these are for this is from December to The last 2 weeks in December to the very first couple of days of January. And so I'm assuming they didn't report because of Christmas. So for 2 weeks, not just one, for 2 weeks, these are the sales. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamond was number one with 231,000 copies. EA, look at these stats. EA, golly, man, you guys can be dropping major games on this system. Mario Kart Superstars was sold really well this Christmas. Sold 206,000 copies. Crazy. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this game came out months after the Switch came out, and it's still selling 104,000 copies for a total of 4.3 million. That's crazy. Big Brain Academy is approaching 100,000. Matter of fact, it's approaching 200,000, but it sold 90,000 copies. Has anybody played Big Brain? I bought it, but I'm still looking at it right now. It's in the package. Just have not got a chance to get into it, but I will soon though. Hopefully this week, because I don't got no kids. I don't gotta go to school. Super Smash Brothers was number 5 with another 83,000 copies. Man, who don't have Smash? But think about it. In one region, Smash is sold almost 4.7 million. I'm gonna skip number 6 because I don't even know what that game is. Animal Crossing Horizons, another 78,000 to put it at 7 million. One region, 7 million copies. That's crazy. Minecraft is almost at 2.5 million, but another 74,000. Ring Fit Adventure has sold more than Minecraft in Japan. That's crazy for one. And that thing is like $80, but it sold another 46,000. I mean, these 2 weeks was really good. Pokemon Sword and Shield at almost 4.3 million. That's crazy. Now let's look at these systems. Let's go up look at the systems. Switch OLED. Look at that. In 2 weeks, it sold almost 200,000. So it came out It came out in October. Okay, so you got November, December, January. So a little over 3 months, and it sold almost 1 million units for the OLED in Japan. The regular Switch sold another 116,000. Like, people still buying a regular Switch, and people don't want to have the OLED. And that bad boy is almost at 18 million. Switch Lite is almost at 4.5 million, and it sold another 86,000. Well, look at PlayStation 5. They're pretty good. 62,000. They're finally over 1 million. The digital version sold another almost 10,000. They had 200,000. So that's pretty good. The Xbox Series S sold almost 1,700. They had 55,000. It's good. I mean, these are really good sales. But look at that new 2DS. That bad boy sold another 670 copies. Man, where are they getting these bad boys at? Even PlayStation 4 sold 68. But man, that's a lot of systems, man, to be selling, and just in one region. I like looking at these sales, especially the Japan sales, because one, they report every week. Which other companies report it every week. But just to look at the sales, it kind of give you gauge the temperature of the Nintendo Switch. Let's look at some comments real quick. Let's see. This is from Fireside. Fireside said, do you think anyone's going to enter the competition playing with tilt controls? Yep. You're gonna have some people in there that's gonna try to feel like, listen, that's their sauce. They've mastered the tilt. So yeah, you have some people in there. It won't be my kids. My kids, they diehards. It says, so what was your favorite 2021 games? Everyone want to know what kind of games you like. That's a good question. 2021 was so many. Death's Door was one of my favorites. I think Hades came out last year, so Hades was another good one. Well, no, Hades was last year. Man. What else? Where's my Switch at? I know Death's Door was definitely one of my favorites. I haven't beat it yet, but that game was good. Oh yeah, Metroid was another good one. What was I thinking? Yes, I'm going with Metroid and Death's Door. And 2K. The 2K this year was really good. NBA 2K. It says, Greta Tate said, I want to meet those 68 people who bought a PS4 and shake their hands. Right. Because they were probably the smarter consumer. All right. All right, so let's get off of this off the sales. No. I thought this was interesting. That's a lot of money, but I understand the direction where 2K is going. They're trying to really engulf their way into the mobile market, and this picture is just so suiting so where GTA is going. But that's a lot of money, and I was trying to think like what all do Zynga own to be worth that much money? And I believe they like I'm trying to say like Angry Birds. Let's see. Okay, Zynga. It says in addition to Farmville and Words with Friends, Zynga's biggest games in recent years include CSR Racing 2, Zynga Poker, and a host of slot machine games, all which are free to play and make money off in-game advertising and microtransactions. Zynga is also preparing to launch Star Wars Hunter, an arena combat game coming to the Nintendo Switch, iOS, Android later this year, after previously being delayed. The deal also hasn't officially closed. In addition to needing to go through the regulatory review, a provision in preliminary, I still said that wrong, agreement gives Zynga 45 days to accept a better offer from someone else. At $12.7 billion, Take-Two is already paying 64% over Zynga's existing stock price. Matter of fact, I own some Zynga. Let's see. I don't own a lot of Zynga. I think I own maybe like 45 shares of Zynga. But it once the merger hit, it jumped like $2. So I wonder how much it is right now. Let's look. Let's see what Zynga is trading for. I love to talk stocks sometimes. Zynga. Who knew the stocks was up today? Yeah, so Zynga, it didn't jump. Yeah, see, Zynga jumped $2 yesterday, and so today it was up like 41 cents. So $2.50 is not bad. Let's see. But then for them to pay that much money over their stock price, they must see or know something that's worth having. They said Take-Two previously tried to buy racing game makers Codemaster in 2020, but it was ultimately outbidded by EA. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, so yeah, you haven't heard anything about Star Wars Hunters, but we know it's coming. I thought Zynga owned some other IP. I thought they owned like Angry Birds too, but maybe they don't. So that's a big time move, the biggest in gaming ever, 12.7 billion. I think overall, okay, I think this might be my last story here. Boom. Facebook new patents reveal visions of hyper realistic metaverse. I try to tell people, listen, from a stock perspective, I think owning Facebook is probably a good buy right now, because this whole VR experience thing is going to continue to move forward. It's not going to stop. And getting involved in NFTs is probably a good decision, I think, for anybody to get in who want to make some money. All right, but within the last few months, Facebook was approved for 100 100 of new patents by the U.S. government. I did not know. 100. Many details use and developments for AR and VR technology. None mention privacy or safety. It was very concerning that security and privacy is not there in the patents, one expert said. Facebook's vision for Metaverse includes an array of body-worn sensors and devices that track and predict movements to create a hyper-realistic digital world with little privacy or user safety built in, according to an insider review of hundreds of patents recently granted to the social media giant. So what is Facebook gonna make a suit? They're gonna have a metaverse suit to go along with their headset? I'm telling you, man, listen, from an investment standpoint, I would be buying little bits of pieces of Facebook. Matter of fact, what is Facebook trading at? Now sometimes people look at a share of any of these major companies and think like, you know what? I can't experience in it, but believe it or not, you can. Because you can buy percentages of a share of stock of Facebook. Okay, this is it. Meta. So right now, Facebook is called FB or Meta Platforms, and it's trading at $334. And when I recently sold my shares before Metaverse, I shouldn't have sold it because it's jumped the price $60 a share since that announcement. I think it's definitely very, very worth it. It jumped $6 just today. And so I think it's very, very good. Okay, let's get off of that. Enough of Facebook and Metaverse. Let's get into some giving out time, ladies and gentlemen, because I think it's that wheel time. Wheel time. Cultured individuals. The ode to the last question. Tales of Arise and SMT5 are my 2021 games. Oh, I forgot about SMT5. Listen, I started playing it, but I have not been back. Oh, shame on me. I am a huge RPG gamer. All right, that's dope. That I didn't know that either. So I learned a lot about Guerrilla Tactics. 5 says, man, they sound similar to Tencent in terms of practices, approach to the market. It's interesting. Yeah. You know what? It's about, at this standpoint, it's about making money. It said, honestly, it feels like Zuckerberg looked at the Matrix movie and said, yeah, that's a good idea. I think Angry Birds is Ravio property. Okay. That's right. It is. Not that I think about it. Often published by Activision and on consoles. Okay. As Kanye once says, as we always do about this time. Boy, I tell you. All right, good people. You know what time it is? It is the giveaway time. We hit the wheel. If your name is picked first before the last one, you get the... That's right. Peter Griffin comes through. Or you might get something like... That's right. The loser horns. Even though, like, when I pick your name, they might clap it up for you. But you still lose. All right, good people. Let's start off. Who's the first one to catch the flex tonight? Let's hit the wheel. And let's see where it may land. And the first loser tonight is gonna be Vic. You lose. You are out of here. Vic is smart. Vic also was able to jump on, and you could do also I hope you come back and hang out with us sometime. You can also sign up through your Twitch account, and I'm at GamingDad1906 on Twitch. And we are simultaneously broadcasting here and also on Twitter. So definitely come hang out with us. It says, when you're talking to Great Attack, I'm going to put your comments up here anyway. It said, haven't checked out SMT5 yet. Super good. I caught that game for like $26, and it was definitely worth it. So far I've been playing it. I just haven't been back to it. But I've been loving some SMT spinoffs, particularly... Digital Devils. Okay. Haven't delivered into the Tales. I have not either. I'm waiting for Tales to come to the Switch. So you'll like SMT5 if you like 3D SMT Games Tales of blah 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 is probably the best Tales games to get into. All right, look at you, look at the community all together, just loving one another and passing off good information. All right, Vic, sorry you're out of here. Off to the next spin of the wheel. Who is next to cast the flex? And it will be. Look like it's gonna be Vic's wife, Courtney. Good night, Courtney. Have a good day. See you next week. Same time, same station. But you out of here. Up next to catch the flex, who would it be? Who will it be? Oh, it's my guy, Stevie M. But it's his Twitch account, so he's still on the board, ladies and gentlemen. He's still on the board. Fi says, mine might be Metroid Dread. I've loved the franchise since my early teens and was surreal to see a follow-up to Fusion. Honestly, it's been my favorite gaming experience in a while. All right. That's what I'm talking about, Fi. Fi, is this a picture of you on this picture here? You look so happy if that's you. All right. Let's go. Good people. And Fi, you listen, please come back and join us. We're not here on Tuesday. We usually here on Monday nights, but I had to be on Tuesday this week because I coach basketball. And my frat brother, Jay Priest, is out of here, man. Tell your lovely daughter, man, if you're still watching, man, that hey, you know what? Come back and check us out. We're pretty much a PG channel, and she can come hang out with us, with no problems. All right, we're down to 22 people left on the wheel. We'll keep that spinning going and see who's next to catch the flex. And it looks like it's going to be my boy Ben. Please kick him off the map. Ben has been exploded off the map, ladies and gentlemen, but he's out of here. Ben's Toy Channel, my guy Ben. All right. And it looks like who's up next? And we look like, and the winner will be Quake 311. You're the winner.
Psych. Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Oh, I love that one. Can I do it again?
Psych.
That's so funny. Oh, man. You see. Greta Titan says, funny how the wheel got rid of the husband and the wife back to back. It's almost as if Google never mind. Oh, man. Thanks for recommending. I'll check it out. Okay. Greta Titan said, no problem. Love talking games. This is probably how Greta Titan talks in real life. No problem. Love talking about games. Welcome to the community. Yes, Fi, welcome to the community. Listen, Greta Tactics is the funniest guy that I have met online. That joker is funny, super funny. All right. Let's keep it rolling. We got 20 people left. Who is next to catch the flags? Oh, my guy, Sir Dan Dude, in my favorite game on the Super Nintendo.
You lose.
Street Fighter. You are out of here, Sir Dan Dude. Hey, man, I will be mailing out your gift tomorrow. And it looked like it's Casey Kasem. You know what, Casey? Listen, Casey Kasem was a radio jockey, but he's the original voice of Shaggy of Scooby-Doo. But this Casey is out of here. Oh, my fact, Casey, I'm sorry. Let me give you your horn.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
You couldn't escape it. Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. All right. Fi says, love the sound bites. I do too. They tickle my fancy. Said, get out of here sounding like Prince. Hi, my name is Greta Tactics. And I like video games. Have you tried SMT5? It's so great. It's amazing. Oh, oh man, that is great, man. I love y'all, man. My community is so fun, man. It's so fun. Grid Tactic, thanks. Been sub for a while. Yes. But never checked the stream. Oh, Fi, you've been sub for a while. I'm so happy. It's extremely chill so far. Like the small community you've been. So yeah, all right, listen, thank you for one. And yes, it is super chill. We have some great people in here. You know what? And they range from all different ages. We got some young kids in here. We got their parents in here. You know what? We all gamers. You know, some other YouTubers to stop in to chip out and we would love to have you back. Super chill environment. We just kick it, have a good time. Give out some Nintendo eShop cards. Is still laughing about the pink controller? Right. Griff, I hope Griff's still on here, boy. Because you know what? Thanks God for Geeky. He chimed in and saved you. All I'm saying is if CMG wins, we'll look at a little closer of the communication with Google. You know, CMG won last week, so you know he can't really win this week. He can't really win. Yep. Matter of fact, everybody show Fi some love in the chat, man, for her coming out and kicking it with us. We want her to come back and be a part of this community because, you know, we just like to kick it and have a good time. We like good people, and they ask good questions and like games. And we think Fi will fit right on in. Got to come through more. That's right, Fi. You got to come through. We'll be back. We're usually on Monday nights, Fi. We're usually on Monday nights. But today was different because I coach basketball, and we had a game scheduled on Monday, and I couldn't get out of it. All right, who is next to catch the flex? And it looks like it's getting close. Chris Mendez, out of here. Chris is not the one. Chris, man, I think it was like for a stretch, man. Chris had won like five eShop cards, like. In like a short period of time too. All right, we still working. That's right. Fi got to win to like beginner's luck. That's right. Be the first new beginner to get on here and win. And Vic's other Twitch account is out of here. Peace out, Vic and the family. I think y'all all done. Look at this board here. See who left. All right. Well, listen, my kids are still on here. All right. I didn't jinx them, right? They're about to be off right now. And it looks like, oh, my guy, Guerrilla Tactics. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Guerrilla Tactics, and I'd like to thank y'all for allowing me to play. Oh, oh, that's hilarious. All right, who is next? Who is up next? And not Fi. Oh. But you know what, Fi, listen, I won't even give you the sound. We jinxed you, but you know what? You get the love tonight. You get the children high five for coming out. He said, don't jinx me, man. He sure no got jinxed. Listen, it was SOC's fault. Google listening and was like, oh, that's the next one. That's the next loser. Pick. So you sorry, Fi, but listen, Fi, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every week. So come out and hang out with us, even just for a little while if you can. We appreciate it. He said SOC is rigged. He said, bruh, I am your kid. It looked like, COG couldn't win anyway, but you know what? I like to get him up out of there. Remove all instance. COG is out of here. We keep the ball rolling. We got about 12 left, ladies and gentlemen. 12 left. Let's see who is left. Ooh, my man Ruben, man, he came in solid, man. Let me know that that game was coming out. I gotta go make sure I pre-order it tonight. But Ruben is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go through some of these comments. Five was like, "Hey, don't jinx me." Then she got jinxed. Bruh, I am your kid. How did you jinx your kid? And I get knocked off the wheel. Rigged. If Google's fault, clearly COG was right next to Five. Gamey Dad says your name and it always jinxes you. I know. I'm sorry. He is right too. Every time I say the name, and then all of a sudden they get jinxed. He said, thanks for talking to me. With I'll take the sound bites as well as a win. That's right. Look at you, girl. Come back. Hang out to the rest of the stream. We would love to have you back. We love it when we get good people to come through. All right, let's keep it going. Plus, you're a Metroid fan, so you know you cool with me. And the next one off the list is my girl, a Geeky chick.
You are out of here.
Geeky is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. That was her and her son. Ben has left the board, but listen, we keep on moving. Keep on moving. Doom, doom, doom. Kenny from the A.
You lose.
You are out of here. Doom, doom, doom. Another one bites the dust. I'm so mad I can't use that soundbite no more. YouTube was like, no, you can't do that. Oh, my son Joshua. My son Joshua is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of here. I should have blew him off the map, but, you know, he's my son. I'll save him. All right, who's next? Oh, almost my other son, but Steve M has been blown off the wheel. He's out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to our last seven. Oh, my other son is bit through dust. Darn. Sorry, Joe. No suit for you. I need to get that one. I need to get that soundbite. No suit for you. My son stayed up and watched too. He thought he was gonna win, but he got out. Oh, Basil YT, my guy, man, is out of here. All right, we're down to our last five. Let's keep it going. And our winner tonight will be 90s Misfit.
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we down to our final four. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who will get that dub. It said, oh, man, Chris is on the wheel. Oh, man, what kind of blasphemy is this? Yeah, you know what? He said, oh, 90s was like, man, I'm sorry, 90s, man. My bad, my brother. That's right, man. Listen, man, if Chris win again, man, listen, I swear, man, that Joker boy, I done bought him all. He can get a whole full game. SOC has bit the dust. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Here we go. Man. Oh, Chris is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the final three. I think he might survive, man. Oh, day.
You are out of here.
Oh, man. Chris is out of here. Oh, my goodness. He was close. So close. So close. Basil YT said, jinx time. Need to have the Mendez rule. Once a month entry, only for him. SOC said, Red, clearly employed by Google. Is that what he said by Google? By Chris. By Chris. Maybe Chris is Google. But ladies and gentlemen, in our final two, we got Long Term Shane with the baby. And my frat brother, which is a new one to the representing Twitch, Joseph 572904 is in the winner's circle, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my music together. Where's it at? Okay, there it is. for the winner. Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner is Joseph 5729. Shane, you are a loser. Give it up for Joseph 572904. Joseph, all you gotta do, my brother, is contact me on Facebook, text messages, because I know who you are. And I will get that $10 to you so you can be able to give it to your lovely daughter. Good people. We had a great time tonight. Thanks, man. Shout out, listen, once again, to Fi and Joe who come through tonight for hanging out with us, man. I appreciate it. We had a good time with you guys hanging out. We do this every Monday night, but today is Tuesday. But we do it on Mondays unless I schedule it for Tuesday. He said the experience is 10 times better. Gaming Dad adding his own sound effects to the sound bites themselves. Doom, doom, doom. Another one bites the dust. Ah. That's the shout out to Fi. Says, I'm calling Joseph totally not a jinx. I'll blame you if he loses. Jinx failed. He won. Joseph, is that you? That's you for real, Joseph? You on Twitch? I thought it was Joseph, my frat brother. My son won tonight. Oh, look at there. Look at there. He gonna be in here in a minute. Like, Dad, can I get my $10, my $10 eShop card, Dad? I'm like, yeah, you can get it as soon as you clean your room. Got him. I need that sound effect. Got him. Congrats on fighting back. Oh, Joseph, my son. Listen, you the first. I think you and Tyler won before. But good people, man. Listen, hey, this was a wonderful stream. I had a good time, especially on days we don't have a whole lot of new news, but we talked about a lot of great things. 2024, I'm still not believing that. I'm still not believing 2024 for this new Switch. I'm pushing if the latest will be late 2023. I don't think they go 2 years because they would lose a lot of momentum. So my frat brother hung in there the whole stream. My guy, Jay Priest. I thought, you know what, Jay Priest, I thought when Joseph popped up, I just like, okay, Joe came in with the from his Twitch account, but it was my son. I didn't even know I had a Twitch account. See, terrible parent. Don't even know your own son's social media experience. But I know now, can't have that one from me. Ha. Good people, man. Once again, man, have a wonderful week, man. Stay safe. Stay masked up, man, if you can, man. Wash your hands. Because people are getting sick around here left and right. And I was sick, but you know what? We got snow coming this direction. Ooh, we got snow coming. My kids, they excited. They were like, ooh, and they old too. I got some old kids. They like 30. They are teenagers, but they can't wait to get out there and play in that snow. They talking about 3 inches down here. If we get 3 inches of snow, buddy, I'm about to go buy me a generator before they all get sold out. Down here in the South, boy, you can say you can hit snow. And the next day, all the bread and milk will be sold out. I think it's a ploy. This one they can sell out all the stuff. Gaming Dad so old, his son was his frat brother. You know what? Listen, to be honest, I am that old. My son David, if he would have pledged he would have been my frat brother. And I'm that old to have a son that graduated from college. Hey, Priest, man, thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Listen, usually Goody drops in here every now and then and talk some smack and ask some questions, which is pretty good, man. So I'm glad you hung out, man. And, if your daughter, man, if you want to hang out again, man, we back on Monday, this next upcoming Monday. We will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your boy Gaming Dad. Thank y'all, good people. In true fashion, you know how I like to do. I need to find my little screen so I can get up out of here. So I can go get me some of this soup my wife made, because her brother little nifty down here in this little man cave in this room. My little man cave didn't get cold quick. Hold on, I gotta find. I hate when I can't find my little screen. Where's my little screen? Oh, there we go. Good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad. Have a good week. God bless. May God be with everybody on the stream. And hope you have a good week. Be safe. And I'll see you again on Monday. Thanks to Phi and Jay Priest for hanging out with us tonight. And the community, I salute you. Happy gaming this week. Peace out.